Because the microscopic remaining contingent of pro-Iraq war neocons needs a voice other than Liz Cheney and Bill Kristol, a new right-wing foreign policy group has emerged, run by Liz Cheney and Bill Kristol. Our fourth story in the countdown, less than a year after losing power for screwing up the entire planet, the legion of right-wing offspring rides again, calling themselves, wait for it, Keep America Safe. Fox News noisemakers Cheney and Kristol still say invading Iraq was the right thing to do. It was practically Kristol's idea. Torturing suspects is okay and should not be prosecuted. Detaining suspects forever is okay. Kristol has advocated war with Iraq, Iran, North Korea, Syria, Sudan, Somalia, and Cleveland. Cheney had the political foresight and judgment to serve as campaign co-chair for Fred Thompson and then as senior foreign policy advisor to Mitt Romney, saying it would be a sad day for Republicans if Senator McCain were nominated. Kristol joking to Politico that their new group would help launch her political career, something she quickly denied. Smooth message discipline on the rollout, guys. So what do they want? To save America from President Obama, as illustrated in a new web ad criticizing him for not announcing a new Afghanistan strategy yet.
He hasn't reached a conclusion, I suppose, because he's spending all his time preparing for Letterman and speeches, but to school children that he hasn't been able to focus on a war in which our soldiers are in the field getting shot at.
Not enough time for decision, but plenty of time for Letterman, golf, a beer summit, more golf, vacation, and a visit to Copenhagen. If you think America's president must act to defend America instead of just talking about it, join Keep America Safe today.
What should we do to keep America safe today other than get a less slimy-sounding announcer? Join Keep America Safe. Give money to Keep America Safe. Write letters about Keep America Safe. Call Talk Radio. Use a radio. Write more letters about Keep America Safe. About what? Please don't prosecute anyone, Cheney's dad, for torturing suspects. And keep them off U.S. soil so they can't sue anybody, Cheney's dad. What has Mr. Obama done to keep us safe other than, keep us safe? Carried out as many drone strikes this year so far as Bush did all of last year. Killed Pakistan's Taliban leader this August. Sent commandos to kill a top al-Qaeda terrorist in Somalia last month after years of failed Bush attempts to do so using only missiles. And here, multiple arrests in just the past month. The Washington Post reporting that after Obama first learned about the alleged Zazi plot in August, he got briefings 3 times a day on it, and by the way, never boasted that he personally broke it up as Bush would have, nor dismissed it as Bush did when he told the CIA briefer who tried to warn him about al-Qaeda hijackings in August 2001, all right, you've covered your ass now. And even after September 11th, literally, he put terrorism aside for golf.
I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive. All right.
And on vacation at the time. Let's bring in MSNBC political analyst Richard Wolff, author of Renegade, The Making of a President, and senior strategist at Public Strategies. Thanks for your time tonight, Richard.
My pleasure, Keith.
Keep America safe. There's not a word in there about supporting the troops. There's nothing about volunteering in the military or abroad. Just whipping people up to yell about torture investigations and yell about Gitmo, which, incidentally, Mr. Bush also wanted to close. Even the rabid right has other priorities for keeping America safe, I believe. What is the point of this?
Keith, are you suggesting there's a difference between a call to national service and a call to talk radio? I mean, for me, it's the same kind of thing. And let's remember the good old days, shall we, when America could invade a country that posed no imminent threat and had no weapons of mass destruction, while Iran and North Korea forged ahead with their nuclear program and al-Qaeda's leadership was safe on the Pakistani border somewhere. I think, it's perfectly understandable that they would want a return to those days in the alternative universe that is talk radio in this country.
But, all right, but there are some practicalities that you really just can't erase because you want them to be gone. Cheney's father was the foreign policy credibility of Bush Cheney. Right. Obama, by the calendar, has already kept this country safe longer than Bush Cheney did. Not to mention, Bill Kristol gave us the Iraq War, which wound up to being to al-Qaeda's benefit. Who is actually listening to these people and taking them seriously rather than as what we are, a joke?
Well, here is the sad truth of it, that independent voters who have disproportionately been disillusioned Republicans are tuning into this strange organism called Fox News, which repeats this stuff. I mean, it's no coincidence that in that very long ad, which I think was something like 2 minutes, told me they weren't very good at the whole decision thing about editing, but that ad posts Charles Krauthammer as the teller of truth on President Obama and his foreign policy. look, he's speaking to the Fox crowd, and unfortunately that does affect not just the base, but these independents who can prove critical in the purple states.
But don't they have a credibility needle to thread here? I mean, either al-Qaeda does attack again, which underscores the fact that al-Qaeda still exists, and Bush-Cheney had the 7 years at least to get rid of it and chose not to, or al-Qaeda does not attack again, in which case everybody understands that actually Obama succeeded in keeping us safe from a threat that Bush and Cheney failed to appreciate or neutralize.
Yes, that's very good, Keith, but when a Democratic president has a terrorist attack, it's completely different from when a Republican president does, because clearly the Republican was just taken unawares and the Democrat is not keeping us safe. So there is a difference of standards there, and I'm sure President Obama will realize he's been naive and just hand things over to John McCain.
Thank you. Thank you for clarifying all that for me. I was getting confused by reality. Richard Wolff of MSNBC, author of Renegades, senior strategist at Public Strategies, as always. Thank you kindly.
Thank you, Keith.